So you showed this was matrix last year in terms of review of the changes to planning subcommittees. So there's now 2 subcommittees, east and west, to be reviewed after a year of operation. We've now hit the year of operation, and there was, after the last Planning and Environment Committee, as Mr. Hope alluded to in his public comments, a change in the Office of Delegated Powers in terms of the number, the threshold for applications to be considered the committee. That rose from 3 to 5. Our proposal as office is to bring back a full report to October, analysing the impact of both that change and the wider change to the subcommittees from 3 from over decision.
Yeah, I think this is, it may well be that this change 3 to 5 will have an effect on the number of applications, and it may be that the problem, the mischief which has now been complained of, will actually resolve itself. Now, it's going to be assessed from now to October, and the result of the assessment will come to us in October. It seems to me to be a reasonable way of proceeding further in this particular matter.
I'm sure my colleague Councillor Farrier will wish to add to my comments, because I don't sit regularly on planning, but she does. I mean, I have to say the reason that this was put down and the reason we reinforced it was actually the appalling situations that there have been at some planning committees with very, very full agendas. There is another item on this matrix later on which we'll be opposing, but it is quite clear that the system does not lend to 2 committees. There's a huge amount of work, and I'm afraid the situation at this planning committee, while there were a number of errors around the decision to proceed, it rather does reinforce the point that the agendas are unmanageable as they currently stand for 2 committees.
Right, well, I hear what you say. As I said, let's see what happens from now to October.
But how much compromised decision making are we going to be going through over the next couple of months?
I don't think any decisions have been compromised.
I think some of the people who have had to have those applications reheard for post that 10:30 guillotine might take a different view.
Well, there was one matter which I'm aware of where this happened, but to say that decisions have been compromised is something I shouldn't say so.
So, is this confidential or you're just not using the mic?
I'm sorry, no. Well,
I thought it was a public.
My apologies. I will endeavour to remember to use it. Apologies. As I said, I'm suggesting that we see what happens between now and October, bearing in mind the changes which have been approved by the P&E committee. That's my view. I don't know whether there are any other views apart from that of Councillor Farrier. Yes, please.
Thank you. It's not just a matter of decisions being compromised and decisions being made over time. On the West Area Planning Committee, I haven't counted exactly, but I think in the last year there are only 2 meetings that have been completed within the time, and all the others issues of undecided that have to be proposed to the next scheduled meeting or on several occasions, including this current one. An extra meeting to deal with it. This particular month there were 13 that were not dealt with at the first meeting. Another meeting tomorrow, including 3 that had speakers. And this meeting started at 6:30 early and went on late to 10:30. So we had speakers waiting for their items to be heard. They were speaking for 4 hours and still not heard. And this is an absolute making a mockery of democracy. Planning committees are the committees that members of the public get most involved in. Some people may not like the issues that they get involved in and they think them petty and all the rest of it, but they are the ones where the public advocates put us and people do get involved in the process of democracy in this council. The decisions that we're making are destroying that and making mockery of. I'm not usually on this committee, so I don't know what's going to come back to October. It's just something like this saying, oh, can we now have a report, can we now consider? Or is there a report and we've got so many alternatives? Because there are several alternatives. Either going back to the original one of 3 committees, or looking at the balance of what's between the 2 committees, see if they can be balanced up to make it more even. Because on the whole, sometimes East has a very large agenda, but on the whole, it seems to be West that has a much larger agenda than the East committee. Or making changes to do with the environment subcommittees about changing that around and avoiding that. So there are several alternatives, and I would hope that a report with all the alternatives could come back to this committee so that a proper decision could be made, not for it to be considered fully, rather than just coming back as this and saying, oh, well, I'll ask for a report now.
Well, I'm suggesting that the mischief complainant may well disappear, in which case there's no need to tinker. And I repeat again, there is merit in my view, seeing whether this has any significant effect. If it doesn't, it certainly will have to look at it. And that's my if we need to go to vote on this, I will move it from the chair. So, to me, that seems sensible. I hear what you say, and you know I'm also a member of the Parliament Committee, so I'm well aware of the concerns that of the operation of this of the committees at the present time, and if it needs to be looked at, then it will be looked at. But as I said, my view is that let's monitor it till October, and then we'll take a view.
Through you, Chair, if I may, in reinforcing the comments and extending, it's not only where the public interface, but it's actually where the public scrutinise and see member decision making. And I think members of the public will be concerned. There's always been an element of questioning on the part of the public about decision making around planning, and I think the more you push that to delegated powers reports, the more concerned the public will be around some of those items. I do actually think it's really important to have those heard in public, and I think a system where we can do that is imperative. I do also think giving time and space for proper decision making and allowing the public to have their voice where there are contentious applications is equally important, and I think it has become a reputational issue for the council over recent months, and I think it doesn't help the public's view of the council and the openness or otherwise of its decision making at the moment.
I would say, I've heard what you say. I suspect the mischief may be cured, I may be wrong, but there's only one way to find out, and I therefore move that we monitor this situation now, where the objections we need 5 instead of 3 in our October meeting, and then we'll take a view as to how, if at all, there is any need to proceed. Am I supportive in that? Is that agreed? Are you not agreeing? Okay, so be it. Okay, so the decision will be that, sorry.
If there is an indication of operating without, you just want to clarify the votes for.
Okay, very good. Okay, those in favour of what I suggested, could they please show?